Before we jump into this episode, I want to invite you to join our community to help you become a better steward, scale to billions, and ultimately give more or all of it away. All I want you to do is to click the subscribe button right now. I love your support. It's incredible to see your comments, and we're just getting started. I can't wait to go on this journey with you. Thank you so much for subscribing. It means the world to me. Welcome to the Build It to Billions podcast, where we guide successful entrepreneurs and investors on their journey from millions to billions. We believe the key to scaling and compounding your wealth and life starts every single day with the mindset and practice of stewardship over ownership and applying billionaire biblical principles. Our ultimate goal is to help you scale and compound your wealth and life so you can give more all the way to help MVPs. My name is Brett Swartz. Each and every episode, we are joined by the world's top entrepreneurs, millionaires, or billionaires, and they share their secrets, insights, and wisdom with us so we can all level up and make a bigger impact. I'm excited about our next guest. He is the co-CEO of the Green Coffee Company, Colombia's largest coffee grower and a U.S. pre-IPO vertically integrated farm-to-cup coffee business with U.S. rights to the iconic Juan Valdez coffee brand. He's a former capital markets attorney at two of the largest U.S. law firms, and he has advised Fortune 500 companies and major investment banks on IPOs, corporate finance, and capital formation before moving to Medellin, Colombia. In 2018, became an entrepreneur and helped to build GCC into a coffee industry leader and so much more. We're going to be talking about agriculture and alternative assets investing. Please welcome to the show with me, Adam Jason. Adam, how are we doing?
Hi, Brett. Thanks for having me. Thank you.
Excellent. And for our listeners to get to know you for the first time, would you give us just a little more about your story and your current focus?
Sure. So normally I'd be talking to you from Medellin, Colombia. I flew into Chicago last night. We have our U.S. headquarters here. Originally from Buffalo, New York. You covered my bio pretty well in the description. Formal capital markets attorney, advising companies on IPOs, raising money on the stock market, raising money in private markets, corporate governance, what have you. Worked for some great companies over the years. Worked on the IPO for Yeti coolers, which might resonate with some of your listeners. I really had a great experience. Decided in 2018, just reached the fork in the road that many from my background and in corporate America generally come to, where you have to decide between, in my case, partner at a law firm, going in-house at one of our clients, or doing something entrepreneurial, just to take the entrepreneurial leap after discovering Colombia back in 2017, kind of on a whim and a twist of fate. So happy to be here. It's kind of been a crazy journey, and now talking to you several years later. So it's exciting to do it.
Fantastic. If people want to learn more about what Adam's up to, go to greencoffeecompany.com, greencoffeecompany.com. So let's dive into the kind of topic at hand, which is investing in alternative agricultural assets. What's the number one secret to doing just that?
You know, it's a certainly an interesting asset class to a lot of investors. In our own case, we saw high demand from particularly folks who had previously heavily deployed into real estate and were looking for additional opportunities that kind of tasted, felt, smelled like real estate, in the sense that they had hard assets behind them, cash flow opportunity, in our case, some international exposure down in Colombia, but people that like that hard asset investing and, want to get things that are off Wall Street, off the stock market, maybe have done well in real estate, or looking for some diversity. It's not too much of a stretch for people who want to stay in a similar lane.
Absolutely. That's fascinating. And so you said you stumbled across this opportunity in Colombia, and what about the opportunity was most attractive, and how's it turning out so far?
I came down to Colombia and met my now business partner who was starting the company. It's called the Green Coffee Company. We had the thesis that we could consolidate in a very highly fragmented industry, being Colombian coffee, and sell downstream into developed markets because of the high awareness, especially for U.S. consumers, and the synonymous nature between Colombia and coffee, that we could create a new story by becoming the farmers in Colombia. So my initial role with the business, as you mentioned, I was a capital markets attorney, raised capital for businesses in the U.S. The investor base that we were working with We're investors who were looking for that international exposure and opportunities in Colombia specifically. But when we were raising capital from them, the same rules and regulations applied as if we're.
So if you like this little short clip of the interview I just did, click over here to watch the full interview. And please don't forget to subscribe. Thanks so much, everybody.